Hello everyone. Welcome to the very first month lineup AMA for Mini Dapps Online. My name is Sean and I'm the community lead at Kaia. I'll be your host for today's AMA session. As with the past few AMAs we've hosted for the Mini Dapps, for better or for worse, you guys are stuck with me. But enough about me. We're all here because, all the projects here have been selected as one of the first month lineup Mini Dapps that, has to go live on Line Messenger. With access to over 250 million users, especially in some of those harder to reach areas like Japan, Korea, Thailand, because you need localization support. With me today we have Easy from AKEFish, Dazzle from Banana, Jaymz from Deepin SIM, and Quinn from Boxing Star X. However, before we dive into the nitty gritty and what everyone is here to talk about, all the questions we have planned, to encourage active and engaging audience participation, we have to bribe our audience, right? So, bribe is a harsh term, but essentially we have to, you guys, like the audience is encouraged to participate because you guys have a chance to win 100 Kaia just by commenting and asking questions. You will get your three simple steps. First one is you just comment a live question within the little X broadcast or Facebook or YouTube, wherever you are. You can either ask a generic question for all the panelists here or me, or you can direct the question to a specific panelist. In that case, please start your question with for XXX panelist. For example, if you want to ask Easy a question, please go ahead and say, hey, this question is for Easy. Then if it's for Quinn, for example, you can, hey, this question is for Quinn, and for, Bananas, for Boxing Star X specifically. And second step, obviously, I will pick the best 3 questions at the end of the session because all Q&A will be answered at the end of the session. However, due to the nature of time limitations, we may not actually get to pick all 3 questions. So we'll just have to wait and see how this AMA turns out. Right? If your question does get picked, please DM at Kaia Chain on Twitter. That's pretty much the only way you can claim a prize because we've realized with YouTube and Facebook, there's a really high chance there's like fraud happening. So you guys will have a week to claim it. So within a week, as long as you DM us your wallet address, if you're coming from Facebook or from YouTube, just screenshot your account. So we just want to make sure that you are who you say you are, because obviously if you try to DM us a month later, then obviously the prize has gone moot, right? So now that we have enticed the audience with a potential 100 Kaia, why don't we start off with a quick round of introductions? I know it's cliche, but it has to be asked because nobody really knows. I mean, I guess some of the audience will know some of the audience here, but not everyone knows everyone. So the first question would be give a quick round of introduction for yourself and a one-liner on the project you're representing. Let's kick it off with Easy from AKEFish. Is you there? Yes.
Yeah. Thanks, Sean. I mean, for the host, that's a really a welcome one. I mean, warming one. And so it's a great pleasure. I'm meeting you guys, and this is Easy from AKEFish, and we just launched ourselves like on that portal like a few days ago. So now it's got like great users growth and so far. And the fishing game, AKEFish is a fishing game. So we've got different cannons and also various some kind of place or settings or various fishes. All right, you can. It's waiting for you, like to getting and also have your fish there as well. Thanks a lot.
All right, thank you, Easy. Next up, Dazzle from Banana.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dazzle. I'm from Carve, and Banana is one of the first game incubated and powered by Carve, and it's an AI-powered application with gamification experience by Carve. So it blends meme culture with user-owned data monetization and uses advanced technology to ensure secure, transparent data sharing while rewarding users for their data contributions. So we started off on Telegram, and now we have been launched online since February 14th, so which was Friday last week. So we're excited to see the user growth, and we're excited to see how things kick off.
Yeah, personally, I think I was one of the few people who played Banana on Telegram as well. So super fun stuff. Great to see that you are online as well. You know, you got to get the two very different markets, I think. So yeah, I believe Jaymz is having a bit of connection issues. So I think we can go ahead and move on to Quinn from Boxing Star X first.
Yeah, hi. Nice to meet you, everyone. Thanks for joining in, and thanks to Sean for the warm introduction. So I'm Quinn. I'm from Dapps Games. We're building Boxing Star X, and we just launched February 10th online mini Dapps. Okay, to introduce the game, we're a boxing game. It's an action-packed game where you get to really release your stress by punching your opponents. You can grow your character and collect different kind of gear and upgrade gear. So we're really going for the mid-core gaming genre where the game is really easy to start and onboard, but there's a lot of progressive elements and depth to the game so that there's a really engaging experience there. We just launched last week, and we've already seen over 500K users flow in, which is amazing. And we're so excited to see and meet all the other users come into our game.
That's super exciting stuff. I think I saw some of your game trailers as well. It was quite an interesting game, I think. Jaymz, are you here?
Yes, I'm here now. I think it's stable.
Yeah, so give a quick introduction of yourself and a one-liner from the project that you're representing.
Okay. So I'm Jaymz, and I've been in Web3 for 3 years now. And
Oh, no,
is the world's first cross-chain connectivity Deepin protocol. Did you get that?
No, I believe you cut out just after you introduced your name.
Oh, okay. I said Deepin SIM is the world's first cross-chain connectivity protocol. And currently, we're building an eSIM that serves as a crypto wallet.
Yikes. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think that is mostly the gist of what DepinSIM is. I think they're going to launch some like tomorrow, or they've already launched today. So yeah, I mean he'll join back, I guess, when he's ready. But yeah, that was Jaymz. I think he's having, like I said, having some connection issues, but I mean we will move on regardless. So yeah, why don't we kick off with the I guess technically the second question, but whatever. So Easy, what is the concept for AKEFish, and what are some of the key features and highlights from a user's point of view?
Sure. All right. Thanks, Sean. I mean, because we're a fishing game. I mean, it's a fishing game because I suppose that most like people have played some kind of fish. I mean, all the time. So it's just similar to my name. It's easy. It's easy, right? It's easy to play, right? Yeah, and also, yeah, it's like we've got like various models. I mean, I think it's pretty interesting because yeah, when you tap into our game, like because now you can just go to AKEFish or search AKEFish like in the Dapps portal, and you're gonna tap into the game, and it was like various models, and just tap in. Still like we have just opened the main battleground for you. You just tap in and you will see there are so many. You can partner with your friends and you can play together and you can choose different cannons and you can choose different skills. So it's fascinating and it's really beautiful. I mean, beautiful skills, or you've got different cannons, and you can level up your cannons. And the more interesting, especially to some Web2 users. I mean, when you play game, like for most of you, you don't know like how to. You probably just enjoying the fun. But now you've played the fishing game, and I think you're now gonna be alien to it. I think it's quite familiar to you. Like you know exactly how to play it, and then it's fun, it's entertaining, and you can play with your friends at the same time, and you can earn. I mean, you can earn for real. For real cash, right? So probably you can earn like some of our tokens, and also probably you're gonna earn line points like from time to time, or you can earn Kaia tokens. So they're all can be exchanged to another type of currency, or real currency. So I think this is something amazing. I think this is just some evolvement, and we're really glad to be deployed on Kaia and online. So hope like we're gonna do this, and also we're gonna open like more features for you and to provide like a more entertaining like gaming environment for your gameplay for you. So thanks a lot, Sean.
All right, thank you, Easy. Some exciting stuff coming from AKEFish. I think it's one of those fishing games where it's like, if you've played enough games, I think it's in your roster where you have, even in your Steam library, I think it's just one of those things where everyone has at least one type of fishing game, so it could be like second nature, hopefully. I personally haven't started playing myself, but I'm excited after hearing what Easy has to say. So yeah, great stuff. All right, Dazzle, what is the concept for Banana, and what are some of the key features and highlights from a user's point of view?
Yeah, for sure. So we got inspired by the game called Banana on Steam. So we kind of Web3-fied it and meme-fied it to tailor to the Web3 users. So it's an idle tapping game where you tap for banana peels, and then you get to harvest your banana. And then depending on the trend of the CT, we aggregate and then incorporate bananas as, depending on the trend of the crypto Twitter of that day. So for example, we have, some memes that's like tailored to any trends of the of the day, I guess. And then you get to tap for your banana, and then once you harvest your banana, you get to sell your banana for USDT. So it ranges from 0.001 USDT and all the way up to 500 USDT. So a lot of people are really aggregating for the points for the banana so that they can get the rarest banana where they can sell for 500. So it's been really bringing lots of users, lots of different Web3 game players to come, and they really kind of like treasure hunt for that rare banana out there, and then really share with their community, share with their friends about all the rarest banana that they have collected in their collections.
Yeah, your very own Pokemon trading cards, right? Yeah. So, anyways, I think Jaymz is still having some connection issues. Let's hope he comes back. But yeah, Quinn, what is the concept for Boxing Star X, and what are some of the key features and highlights from a user's point of view?
To kind of start on the concept for Boxing Star X, well, essentially it is a boxing game. And to give a little bit of a background of Boxing Star X, it draws from a Web2 boxing game. It's called Boxing Star. Boxing Star it's still not the #1 boxing game on Google Play and Apple Store. And it's done 70 million downloads, and I think it's 81 mil in revenue in the Web2 version. So we're bringing a very, very solid game into Line Mini Dapps, and we're really excited to bring this with new Web3 features and features that are more native to messaging apps. To kind of go over a bit about the key features and the main gameplay, how it works. We have a mode called the punch mode, which is a more casual mode for users to come in and start punching, just like get some punches through, like earn some coins and then spin roulettes for rewards. So that's a new mode that we introduced for the Lion Mini Diap version for Boxing Star X. And we also have a story mode for users to kind of go through the progression of the game, the natural progression. And we also have a PvP league mode for the real fighters who want to fight in the leaderboard. So it's a pretty dynamic game packed with a lot of different elements, and the gameplay is pretty proven with the Web2 data proving its background. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of the core elements. We have some NFT features and also an airdrop campaign going on for our tokens. So that's what Boxing Star X is about.
Yeah, exciting stuff. Exciting stuff. Interesting to hear that almost 81 million in revenue from the Web 2 version. Hopefully, there's even more in the Web 3 version. I know you guys just launched as well. So, yeah, hopefully, there's more to come. All right, Jaymz, are you there? Jaymz? I think, there we go. Anyways, yeah, I think he's just having some issues today. Might just be the internet issues. Anyways, we can move on to the second question, and if Jaymz comes back, he can answer the other questions. All right, easy. What does a long-term vision and roadmap look like for AKEFish?
Okay, thanks, John. I mean, this is a great one because we've so AKEFish is also like a project in our ecosystem, and we're really building something amazing because like from our like the ecosystem, and we've also got Aikido games. We're building some kind of gaming platform and also AI technology, or some kind of, this is something that I really want to integrate like AI into our ecosystem, into AKEFish as well. And now, when you tap into like AKEFish, you will see like various beautiful and different shapes of fish, and so different sea animals. So like lots of over, I suppose, up to 30 types, different types. So it increases like a lot of diversity and variety. So this is just for starters, and you tapping and you play. And so in the future, I really want to bring in more like AI generated contents into the game as well. And we also can enable the users to create the games for themselves, because now we have seen, I mean, billions of people that played fishing game like worldwide, and so we're seeing some kind of great like revenue sharing and also some kind of market share as well. So lots of business models or economic models have already been proven worldwide. So this is why, and we're ready to tap into Web3, tap into Line, and tap into Kaia, and trying to amplify like AKEFish and amplify this kind of effect. And so first of all, I think interesting and entertaining gameplay, and also increase and also encourage the users to invite their friends and to battle with them, and also they can compete with each other, like to fight or to battle with bosses. I mean, to gain like lots of rewards. So I think this is for starters. I mean, you're enjoying the game and you immerse yourself in the game. And in the near future, and we will also have this kind of AI generated contents. And you can just write into some really simple prompts, and you can also generate like another similar fishing game. And we've also got another feature like to tokenize your game, and so to help you monetize your creations. So I think this is just a very start, because I believe AI is evolving. We've seen various AI agents, but now in Web3, we don't really see some kind applications for some AI agents. But I believe like in the near future, we will see like lots of use cases for agents, like to help you generate some games, to help you to make posts, to help you manage your assets. And that's actually what we're trying to aim. So to involve, like really integrate some AI features into our ecosystem, into our games. So I think that's what you're gonna see like for AKEFish, and also like for Aikido games, like the ecosystem, because we've got a really strong AI team to support us. So yeah, looking forward to that. Thanks, John. I think that's it's pretty clear. Thanks a lot.
All right, I think we also lost Dazzle, but it's fine. I think she'll just rejoin when we can. Anyways, Quinn, what does a long-term vision and roadmap look like for Boxing Star X?
Yeah, I mean, we just launched last week, so short-term wise, we are continuously improving the game. providing updates. A lot of new content is coming. In terms of the longer term vision, we are going to be shipping a lot more for the game itself. So, for example, we have a costume collection system, basically skins for your characters, and those are going to be as I guess those will be able to be minted as NFTs. So the NFT feature and the trading feature is coming really soon. In terms of us as D-Labs Games, we are a publishing game development and publishing platform. So our token is going to TG in Q2 of 2025. So we're really gearing up for that. And alongside that, we also have some other games in the pipeline. So one exciting game that we're going to be bringing to market is Ragnarok Libre. It's a Ragnarok idle RPG game. So we're also preparing to launch that. Development is going really well in-house. So there's a lot of things prepared for 2025 for us, not just for Boxing Star, but also for the whole D-Labs ecosystem. So that's kind of our roadmap that we're preparing for right now.
All right, exciting stuff coming from Quinn. I think it's super exciting that you have more games planned as well. Yes, and interesting things also from Boxing Star X, like how you're gonna have the different was it costumes? I think it is, right? Outfits, yes. All right, so I think a few of our panelists here are having some connection issues. It's just something we have to deal with because I think having the whole online AMA thing is a bit different. It does also, I mean, it's a double-edged sword. It does let you have a bit of that people come in from all over the world, but also you have to deal with these connection issues, I think. So yeah, I think because most of our panelists here are at Consensus in Hong Kong, so a lot of the hotel Wi-Fi and being on the conference floor, it's gonna be a bit iffy sometimes. So we just gotta make do with what we have. So yeah, let's just move on, and when they come back, we can ask them the questions as well. All right, Easy, back to you. Sorry, it's just back to you so quickly. But why do you think it makes sense for AKEFish to build on a Line mini Dapp ecosystem?
Okay, thanks, John. It's okay. I mean, yeah. So exactly. I think probably it's just lots, poor Wi-Fi or some kind of internet connection. It happens from time to time. So yeah, right. But this is also a really good one because I think because we have seen some really great, I mean, success stories in the town ecosystem. Like, in the past few months, I've seen some really, great projects. Like they're on town, also, backed by Telegram. I mean, built on Telegram. So I think, Town and Kaia, Telegram and Line, so they're different. I mean, Telegram is different from Line, and Line is also different from Telegram because so user base, right? So we've got users like in the East Asia or Southeast of Asia. So I think it's lots of different features are different. I mean, and also the payment system is different. So lots of difference, and I see like even like a bigger potential in the Line ecosystem. I mean, because every users they've got credit card and strong purchasing power. Japanese users, Taiwanese users, Thailand users, and also Korean users. So we've seen like something just like this. I think it's just a great start, and like it's also like coincidence. Like we've got a chance like to access to Kaia's team, and in like for example in this consensus it was met the core member base from Kaia or from 9next. So I think it's great having a conversation with them. I mean talking to the team, and so they share great vision on what's Line's coming next and what's Kaia's coming next, and so some really some really great points. And I've seen like a bright future. That believe in their vision. So and we integrate our apps like into Line and trying to align with their vision. So I think this just for starters, because now we've already seeing like 100 millions of users Line on Tap portal, and we're one of them. So, but in the near future, I believe so we'll see like some really beautiful like projects and a beautiful like eco development. I mean, probably in the next couple of months, because lots of things are doing, and because we've also been building projects on Telegram. So we've got this kind of experience, media building experience. So we will also leverage our resources like into line and into AKEFish as well, building online. So I think it shall be really great. It shall be really good. And anyway, so looking forward to that. Probably in the next couple of months that we're going to see some some blossom and some beautiful flowers, something breaking through, I mean, the Web3, the space. So yeah, this is just start, and this is why and this is how. Thanks a lot, Sean.
All right, Quinn, why does it make sense, do you think, for Boxing Star X to build on the Line Mini Dapps ecosystem?
Yeah, I mean, at D Labs, we've been building building in the Web3 gaming space for the past 2.5, 3 years. And I think the biggest problem that we had was definitely user acquisition in the Web3 gaming space. There isn't really much of a platform like Steam or Google Play App Store. And even if you are on these, like on Google Play Store, then you have to integrate the Web3 side on a different platform. So that user experience is very fragmented. So that's been kind of something that we've been struggling with as a Web3 gaming company, like where to acquire users. And I think definitely the Line Mini app ecosystem provides that unlock. And definitely, like, I think there's two things. One is that there's already so many existing users in the Line Messenger app that we can onboard as new like Web3 gamers and players to Boxing Star X. And I think the second part is that the Web3 integration is so seamless. So just being able to use your Line ID to create a wallet and then make transactions, get your first NFT. I think that experience is so seamless. So it just makes so much sense for a Web3 gaming company like us to be building online mini DApp ecosystem. And we're super excited to be bringing Boxing Star X and kind of see how that user flow happens. We're really all about like the data and like how users flow, user experience in our games. And I think definitely like Line Mini DApps and the wallet integration, as well as like the user side, it just provides such a much more seamless experience than Web3 gaming can provide anywhere else. So that's one thing. Another thing that we're really excited is to bring on all the Asian users, because Line is like the primary messaging app for regions like Japan, Taiwan, Thailand, even Korea. There's a lot of Line users. So I think it just makes a lot of sense to onboard these Asian users and bring them onto Web3. And definitely gaming is like the best way to onboard new users to Web3. So I think definitely user acquisition, Web3 integration, as well as like all the Asian users that we can bring in. Those three are like the key points why it makes so much sense for us to be building online mini DApp ecosystem.
Yeah, I'm glad you touched on that, Quinn, regarding the seamless wallet creation. I think that's something that we did strive for at Kaia and Line, whereby, especially with the majority of Web2 users, I mean, with the whole onboarding Web3, you have, if you want to get any tokens, you have to go through KYC process to go through a SEX, and then you have to go and wait a bit because, KYC takes a bit. It's not as seamless. So I think the way that we have it online, it's a bit better, I think, for the Web2 users. Obviously, the Web3 users are still gonna, they're gonna be a bit, I want my keys, I want everything, but let's be honest, that's a very small fraction. The Web2 users is where it's at, and I think with the gaming side of things, it's something that it's the easiest like platform to onboard because everyone at least has a game on their phone, right? I think I have plenty of games on my phone, not just Web3 but Web2 games as well. And I mean, that's what majority, and I think it's a very big untapped market, especially for like phone games. Especially, I think what was it, Bejeweled had like way back 10 years ago, immediately like 2 million active users in like what, a few months. That was insane. So I think it's just one of those things where it's a no-brainer coming through the games. Jaymz, are you there? Can you hear us?
Yes, I'm here. Finally back and stable.
All right, fantastic. So can you tell us a bit more about your game? Sorry, the Deepin SIM. I know Deepin SIM is not a game, right? It's one of the few mini dapps we have that are not. It's not a game, right? Apologies.
Yes,
What is the
that's true.
concept for Deepin SIM, and what are some key features and highlights?
Okay, so the DepinSIM core concept is built on the idea of a crypto eSIMs. Now, in simple words, a crypto eSIM is a combination of crypto identity and an eSIM. So every user can meet a free DID identity in our app using their mobile phone numbers, which will replace the wallet address in crypto transaction. So in instances when you need to transfer some Kaia tokens to your friends on the DepinSIM, all you have to do is just send it to them through the DID instead of the long regular wallet addresses that you can't remember. With their phone number, you can set you can set crypto or the Kaia tokens or any tokens you want to send to your friends on the DepinSIM. Also, users can also mine free data that can be used on the eSIMs. Currently, we have three types of mining methods: the passive mining, the tax to earn, and the travel to earn. So the first one, the passive mining, means once you claim a crypto eSIM on our app, the mining will start automatically in the background, rewarding you with free data and a free reward point. The point will be useful later, and I will talk about that. And the second part is the tax to earn, where you need to invite friends to earn points or to earn tokens like the Kaia tokens. And while the third one, which is the travel to earn, which is going to come up later in our white paper. In our currently we're not at that stage right now, but we're planning towards it, and it's going to come up later. The travel to earn, when you move from one point to another, you travel, you take bike, buses, you fly, and as long as you are moving, you're going to be earning points. I'm going to be earning rewards on our DApp. So that's just the basic things right now on our DApp.
All right, all right. What about the long-term vision and roadmap for Deepin SIM?
Well, our roadmap is divided into three phases. The first one is the mini DApp launch and the early adaptation. Secondly, the expanding utility of network growth. And thirdly, decentralized protocol. So the DepinSIM is more than a telecom innovation. It's a paradigm shift. The long-term vision is that by developing a self-sustaining, decentralized connectivity protocol, we're going to provide free mobile internet access while granting users unprecedented control over their digital communication. In simple words, we want to build a user-owned decentralized connectivity protocol where users are in control of their identity, connectivity, and rewards. So back to the first one of our roadmap. Under the mini DApp launch and adaptation, we're going to launch online DApp portals to tap in millions of users from that. Seamless DID onboarding with mobile numbers and replacing wallet addresses, which is one of our goals. You don't have to try to keep in mind wallet addresses that are too long, but once you have your friend's phone number, you can send crypto from one end to another. And on the first one, the crypto eSIM activation for global connectivity. So, and also in the phase one, passive mining and tax to earn for free data and rewards. While in the phase two, the expanding utility and network growth, we're going to offer token rewards integration for transaction and staking, data sharing and marketplace for users to buy and sell data. Also in the phase two, mini DApp interoperability with other Web3 apps. And in phase two, that's when we're going to launch our travel to earn, rewarding users for movements. Just from one particular place to the another, you get to earn on our DApp. And in the phase three of our roadmap, that's the decentralized protocol. Users power mobile network using community-run nodes on layer 2. That's where the pin comes into our project. Also, the full-fledged Web3 roaming interoperability. We also have the expansion into new markets with strategic global partners. That's in the phase 3. And last in our phase 3, the governance and decentralization where users shape network policies. So that's just about that.
All right, exciting things from Deepin SIM. I think it's quite interesting. It's a very
Yes.
different mini dApp that I expected because a lot of I think majority of the mini dApps coming through Kaia are games, tap to earn games, whatever. And I think we had also Future, I think on the very first AMA as well, who were doing some perpetuals trading, I think. So yeah, I think it's one of very few mini dApps that are not actually a game, although they do have some like sort of gamified elements that you were talking about with having to get your friends to come on board. It's not really a game, but it's a gamified kind of thing. Okay, cool. I think one of our colleagues also uses DepinSIM existingly in Thailand, so it's super fun. All right. So for Jaymz again, why do you think it makes sense for DepinSIM to build on the Line mini dApp ecosystem?
So it makes a lot of sense for several key reasons. And the number one is a seamless user experience with mobile DIDs, mass adaptation through line user base, and built-in trust and security. So the first one is the seamless user experience with mobile DID. Kia's ecosystem is designed around decentralized identity. That's the DID solution, which aligns perfectly with our vision at DepinSIM. Using DID mobile using DID for crypto transactions instead of complex wallet addresses, which is one of our main the problems we're trying to solve. One of our tech is trying to solve. Instead of using the wallet address, using mobile phone numbers to send crypto, users can send and receive crypto using their phone numbers, making adaptation frictionless for mainstream users. Also, another key reason is the built-in trust and security. The Kia infrastructure ensures a secure, verifiable, and centralized identity framework, which is going to strengthen our ASIM activation process, our transaction security, and user authentication. And also, another key reason which I'll point out is the mass adaptation through Line user base. Line has a massive and engaged user base across Asia. Everyone knows that, it's general knowledge. So by integration, our crypto system, our crypto eSIM solution, it will, integrate into Line mini dApps. We can instantly tap into millions of potential users who are already familiar with mobile-first applications. This will drastically lowers the barrier to entry for Web3 adoption. So, lastly, I would like to mention the microtransaction and on-chain rewards. Since Kia ecosystem is designed for efficient, low-cost crypto transaction, it also supports our data mining reward system, the passive mining, the tax to earn, and the travel to earn. Users can seamlessly earn and spend rewards without worrying about high fees or low transaction. In summary, integrating with Line mini dApps ecosystem powered by Kai, it's going to give us a huge distribution advantage, a seamless user experience, and a secure, scalable infrastructure, all which are essential for driving mass adoption of mobile connectivity. Thank you. That's it.
All right, thank you, Jaymz, for that very enlightening answers as well. So I guess we can go back to easy. What are some of the key activities and campaigns that users can look forward to post launch for AKEFish?
Okay. Yeah, Sean. Okay, I think this is great because community building is always like one of the most important things, like for building a project. And we've just prepared lots of campaigns like for users to complete, because for now, outside, so like for projects and we're connecting and networking, like with lots other GameFi projects, signing some wireless sports or like doing some kind of airdrops. So I think that's something that probably you can log into like our socials that you're gonna check it out. And also like for some in-game like campaigns, like after you have completed some plays, it's very easy to play social daily logins. And also like after you have just done some kind of achievements, and you will receive like lots of rewards. And because we've also gained some kind of grants from like with some Kaia tokens. And I think for arcade games, so because we can also like allocate this part of like this kind of tokens or plan to the very deal, I mean, initial deal, with Kaia's team is something like, so we will, allocate the grants, I mean, the tokens, like, to all our, communities. So I think this is going to be like the big one as well. And yeah, and we prepared like lots of, campaigns and incentive mechanism like for our users. And we will try to unify like our community, I mean, to be sure that, I mean, so the game itself, the product, so it's gonna be fun, and also the users will be incentivized. And I think this is just a very start, and we also talk to other media apps in the app like so far, and I think we'll also run some cross campaigns. And yeah, so like so many things to do. We're still like looking for like more immersive ways that for users to engage. So thanks a lot, Sean.
All right, exciting stuff from AKEFish. What about Quinn? What are some key campaigns, activities that users can look forward to from Boxing Star X now that it's launched?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest campaign that's going on is the Play to Airdrop campaign for the Dapps token coming up. So to go over what is going on a little bit, there is 4 different ways you can be eligible by playing Boxing Star X. One is to enjoy punch mode. This is more geared towards our casual players. And if you earn P coins that come out of the punch mode, that gives you eligibility for the airdrop. And if you earn P coins, you can also spin the roulette, where we have some rewards prepared as well. And the others that are geared for more, more engaged users for the game, we have 2 different systems and things that you can collect. One is the trophy SBTs. So we have soulbound tokens that you can earn by collecting trophies, which come from different achievements, different missions. So we have trophies for each league that the boxing user is in. So you can collect these SBTs, as well as you can also collect costumes to be eligible for the airdrop. So these are more for our mid-engaged users. And for our really, really competitive users, we have this thing called the Champions Mark, which you can earn by ranking in the leaderboard. So if you're a really competitive boxer, you love boxing, you love playing games, do compete for this leaderboard. And with these 4 ways, you can be eligible for the Dapps token airdrop.
Oh, interesting. Maybe I should go participate in the token airdrop too. I'll do that right after this EMA. All right, cool. Okay. Lastly, Jaymz, what are some key activities and campaigns that users can look forward to from Deepin SIM?
So currently we have campaigns planned for one will launch and post-launch. So one will launch, the early adopters, users who sign up and mint a DID will receive bonus KI tokens plus free data. Also, we also have a referral system. You refer and invite to earn. So that we're giving exclusive bonuses, including KI tokens for very successful invites, both the inviter and the invitee, that will get some rewards. Also, upon launch, we're going to have daily tasks to earn, challenges. So you log in daily, you complete simple tasks and earn free data and reward points. Also, the beta tester reward and feedback program, it's going to be for the first adopters and will be invited to exclusive beta testing, providing feedback for extra reward points and data reward. So after launch, we have a gamified leaderboard and challenges. Compete for weekly and monthly rewards based on your mining activity. That's the gamified part of the DepinSIM. So where you mine for extra data and for points. So there's going to be a gamified leaderboard for that. And also the travel to earn launch event. So once travel to earn goes live, massive reward for users who test and use the travel to earn feature. Special events for global travelers, digital nomads, and the commuters. And also the ecosystem grant. This is coming after launch. It's available for developers and partners who build on our decentralized connectivity infrastructure. Lastly, we're going to have an exclusive NFT drop for OG users, providing long-term perks like discounts on data purchases and extra mining boosts. So that's it.
All right, all some interesting campaigns from all of our 3 current panelists right here. All right, so a last question before we go to the Q&A side of things. All right, so easy. What is the user experience look like for AKEFish? Like in terms of like the onboarding experience, how do you play the game? How do you earn the tokens? That kind of thing.
Okay, Sean. Yes, we've also got a leaderboard. I mean, so you can see your rankings, and I think that's how you gain, the top your leaderboard. Of course, your top crypto rewards. I think that's gonna be, and I think currently, I think what makes it convenient is that users can now to leverage cash or their credit cards. I mean to tap into the game. So I think that's one of the edge. And on top of that, because we're also like a gaming ecosystem, and we've got very strong user base like in Korea and in Japan already. So and recently I also talked to one of the largest Japanese communities as well. I mean about the Line, media app, and so this kind of growth. I mean user growth. I think what makes us, I mean, a little more like what makes us like an edge is that we can leverage, I mean, these kind of communities, I mean, to promote and also to onboard users for AKEFish. So one thing is about our in-game incentives, like some kind of cash incentives or token incentives, and also we've also got our other networkings and resources. I think that's the second part. And third part, I think all of our or most of our projects have already been supported by Line. I think that's also very important, one of the most important ones. I mean, so yeah, and the product is, I think it's great. I mean, so we get these users on board and we provide the incentives, and also we provide a very immersive and really good gameplay experience, and also we're trying to integrate some AI features as well. And I think combining, I mean, these features, I would be like we're gonna see like a really good development in the next couple of months. Thanks, John.
All right, cool. Quinn, what does the user experience look like for Boxing Star X?
Well, I think the main user experience is you come in, I think the game itself is like super easy to start. And it's very intuitive in that you just have to like tap to do a jab, and then you swipe to do a hook, and then you swipe upwards to do an uppercut. So it's very easy to start. And you can also like swipe down if you want to weave. So it's very intuitive controls. And once you join the game, it's going to be all about the punch mode, which is casual. So you can like start tapping and swiping to punch your opponents. You can earn P coins right away from those. And then I think we want to really drive the users so that they get to experience the story mode, and then eventually the PvP league mode, which gets really exciting when you actually get to fight with different players. So the P coins are designed to be more of an immediate reward mechanism for users who want that immediate rewarding experience. And for those who really want to dive deep into the gameplay elements, you can enjoy the story and PvP league mode, as well as growing your characters, skill trees, different gears in terms of boxing gloves and protective gear, collecting costumes and earning trophies. So we have a variety of elements that's geared towards users who want to experience different things in the game. So I think that's kind of the core user experience, and you can come in and really experience a variety of gameplay as well as a variety of like rewarding mechanisms. Yeah, so I think the main flow was designed so that it's pretty seamless for whatever needs you have.
All right, cool. I'm very excited to start playing Boxing Star X. I'll probably go play this a bit after this game, after this AMA, sorry. Yeah. So lastly, Jaymz, the final question before we go to the Q&A. We do have, I think, 2 questions, but we will get to that in a bit. What does the user experience look like for Deepin SIM?
So we know one of the best way to drive mass adoption is having a very good user experience. So we at DepinSIM have designed our mini Dapp to provide a seamless, intuitive, and rewarding user experience. Whether you're a crypto native user or you're new to Web3, our goal is to make sure decentralized mobile connectivity is as easy as using a regular app. Users can simply sign up with their existing line accounts, claim a free crypto eSIM, passive mining, which start automatically immediately you sign up. And users can move on by doing the tax to earn challenges, inviting friends, and the rest. And also, we encourage users to sign a free DID to meet a free DID so that they can send and receive Kai tokens or other crypto using their phone numbers. This is when crypto transaction feels as easy as sending a text. Users are also welcome to explore other features and utilities of our Dapp, such as activating an eSIM with global roaming data if they want to travel abroad, anywhere they want to go to. So in short, our mini Dapp UX is designed to be effortless, rewarding, and Web3 friendly, all while making sure decentralized mobile connectivity is a real world utility for users everywhere. Thank you.
All right, cool stuff happening from DepinSIM as well, even though it's not a game, but still has some exciting UX. All right, so now we'll move on to the Q&As. We have 2 questions. As a quick reminder, to the 2 people's questions that get picked, please do DM us on X. Our X account is in the bottom corner. I think there below. It's at Kaia. Just DM us. I think our DMs are open. So DM us your wallet address as well as proof that you are who you say you are. All right. So the very first question, let me find it here. Actually, that's 3 questions actually. Sorry about that. So the first question comes from user VH4L2K. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be pronouncing that some way, but it's okay. This question goes out to all the mini dapps. So if anyone wants to answer it first, so are there any bugs that you guys have faced on the Dapp portal, and how did your dev team overcome it? Share more about the developer experience. In terms of overall. Easy, do you want to kick us off?
Yeah, sure. Okay, I think some users, I mean, the very first day, I mean, we launched the got into some kind of login issue. I mean, I think some users were good. I mean, but I think the dev team just got it solved like pretty soon. I think now you can just step into AKEFish like pretty smoothly, and after you got into like the app, I think everything works fine. Everything works fine, and the feature shall be pretty good to go. So probably in the future we're gonna see like bugs from time to time, But I think we've got a very strong dev team. I think that's okay. So also we welcome you. Like if it happens in AKEFish, if you find any bugs, or also you can just DM us. All right. I think AKEFish like social account also you can just share like your insights like in the community. So basically we will also like reward this kind of feedback. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, so I think because we do have a question for Quinn directly, so maybe we can ask Jaymz about any bugs that he's faced, that the DepinSIM team has faced while on the Dapp portal, and then we can move on to the question for Quinn specifically for Boxing Star X actually. So yeah, Jaymz, so any bugs that DepinSIM has faced on the Dapp portal?
So the bugs we faced is getting more users to use our product. So, and how we came up with a solution is by collaborating with other projects, buildings in the Depin ecosystem, which has helped us to, let more people know about what Depin is, and especially this AMA we're having right now is one of the ways to share out, talk about what Depin SIM is and the benefit of a crypto wallet that's in your phone number. So, and that's so far we've been fine, and everything has been so smooth since then. Thank you.
All right. Second question comes from TKIEM2. This person asked, Miss Quinn, can you share about the upcoming development plan of Boxing Star X so that the game can attract more users, especially non-crypto users?
Yeah, of course. Thank you for asking the question. I think one thing that right now we are focusing in on a lot is the onboarding experience, not just to Web3, but just to the game. So what this means is like the tutorial steps, the, I guess, guidance that the game gives to the user to get to the next step. And we at D Labs, we really focus in on the data-driven experience. It seems like someone's at my hotel room, but we really focus in on the data-driven experience. So we are tracking onboarding funnels for the users who have already come into our game, and we are really looking at the data in order to polish the game and continue the. Give me one moment. I am super sorry. It's pretty hectic here at Consensus, and it seems like housekeeping wanted to say something. But to come back to the question, we are really looking into the data for the users who onboard and where they leave the game on that first experience, so that we can really polish the game so that it attracts users and definitely like non-crypto users to come into that game and have a smooth onboarding experience. But outside of this, we are also planning for some cool new updates in terms of different upgrades and different modes. Here at Consensus, we've been talking to a lot of different people about and a lot of new ideas for different game modes for boxing has come up. So we'll be organizing some of those thoughts for our next updates. But yeah, I mean, a lot of things in store for next updates for Boxing Star X.
Yeah, I think that's one of the beauties of going to these conferences is that you meet all these people and they tell you all their ideas. Of, oh, I didn't think about that. It's kind of things. It's kind of good to have some not only community feedback but also stuff from your existing partners who could give you some feedback just on because they've been playing it for a while, kind of thing. So yeah, it's just something super exciting about, especially meeting like people that you've only met online. I think this was something that we had, I think, just after COVID back in 22, where it was, hey, I have never met this person at all, and we're meeting them at Token for the very first time. So that's something I think super exciting, especially after COVID, is something that meeting these people that you've only met online, like, and I know it's kind of not online messenger, but online itself. Yeah. So cool. All right. So the last question comes from Tan266. It's a question for specifically Kaia, so I guess I'll have to answer it, unfortunately. So this person asks, does Kaia have any plans to attract more builders to build more mini dApps on the dApp portal? Is there anything else? Yeah. All right. So basically Kaia Wave is the program where all mini dApps apply to. We do have something else that I will share a bit later. It's an always on program that even as you speak, we're accepting even more applicants. It's now sitting at over 1,000 applicants, as I think I mentioned to the panelists, not to you guys. All right. So it's currently at over 1,000 applicants. So the plan is to onboard 150 mini dApps by the second half of 2025. You can apply at wave.kaia.io, and we will get back to your application shortly. We also do have, like, I can share this because I am actually, in addition to being the community lead, I'm also a DevRel manager. So I do manage the developer relations at Kaia itself. So especially for the potential mini dApp builders, we have a plan to host a hackathon very shortly that's focused on mini dApps. So I can't really share too many details because we're still, planning it out, stuff like that. But I can share it's gonna be a mini dApp focused hackathon, where we'll open the Line SDK, stuff like that. So we're still working with Line on how to get that specific SDK for this hackathon. So best way to stay updated is to follow at Build on Kaia on Twitter. probably will be listed somewhere. I think it's listed on our profile as well, our dev accounts. So yeah, the best way to stay tuned for all hackathon news is built on Kaia. Okay, so that concludes the 3 Q&As. As a reminder, for all 3 lucky winners, please do DM us on Kaia Chain and on @Kaia Chain on Twitter or X, so you can claim your Kaia reward with like the rewards as well. Even if you have a week to claim your rewards, basically. Excuse me. So so that concludes the very first of the many AMAs we're doing for the first month lineup mini Dapps online. That we will have, I think we do have, at least 2 more AMAs planned. That's in the works. I think our next AMA is planned for next Tuesday, with a whole host of different people. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Remember to basically thank you all for tuning in. Remember to follow Kaia, the Dapp portal, and all the mini Dapp socials, Boxing Star X, AKEFish, and Deepin SIM. I think they'll all be listed somewhere in the post. Yeah. So yeah, as I said, we are going to have the next AMA is going to be hosted on the 25th, same time around I think 9 p.m. KST or 8 p.m. Singapore time or Hong Kong time, whatever it is. So yeah, so thank you all for attending this AMA. Thank you to our lovely panelists for joining me. I know we had some connection issues at the start, but yeah, all right. But we got there in the end, yeah. So yeah, thank you so much for joining, and yeah, and thank you all for tuning in. Yeah, okay. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
All right, thank you.